Opening quotation. Time starts now. Do you know what I find absolutely insulting? This concept of New Year's resolutions. The audacity that anyone would have to insinuate that I somehow need to change myself. I am perfect just the way I am. However, Yulia Tymoshenko, a Ukrainian politician, would disagree a bit. She says, I think women have to change their hairstyles from time to time, as today's quotation says. Now, changing your hairstyles time to time, we're going to take that in a little bit more of an abstract interpretation, that changing your hairstyles is more of a metaphor for changing yourself and trying to improve yourself. Now, while this quotation certainly does have its limitations, there are some things that are certainly good about it. Today, we'll look at both of those aspects. We'll look at why it is important to be yourself and be okay with the way you are. And we'll also look at the importance of improving yourself and trying to change yourself. And maybe your hairstyle will come with that. Now, first of all, what exactly is the importance of being yourself? Now, for me, when my identity is most closely aligned with the identity that I want to have, which is what I consider being myself, when I'm around people, I am happiest. Because when I'm around people and I'm allowed to be myself, I feel accepted. I feel I can share my voice, and I feel like I won't be patronized or scrutinized, even though I'm being my own person. But this goes beyond just being in one interpersonal group of people. Another example is in society in general. The beautiful thing about humankind is people may have lots of similarities between each other holistically, but we're also so different. Diversity is a really beautiful thing, and we can't really have any diversity if everyone is trying to conform to everyone else in the group, even though humans naturally do that. It's so important to be the person that you want to be, and not worry about changing your hairstyles because some obscure Ukrainian politician says that you should. There's something very good about giving to the diversity of society by being the you that you are. Even so, you should try to change yourself, shouldn't you? People are so far from perfect, right? I certainly make mistakes every day. I've made several mistakes in the past 4 minutes and 20 seconds. Now, one example, let's talk back to that New Year's resolution. Now, maybe I feel insulted about the idea that I should change, but that doesn't mean that I shouldn't change. The reason that we love to do these New Year's resolutions is because we recognize that there are things in us that are not perfect. One of the most common New Year's resolutions is, I am going to work out more. and it will last maybe 3 weeks if I'm lucky. In this case, the improvement that you want to make is with your body. Perhaps you want to be more honest as part of your New Year's resolution. Maybe you want to be more of yourself and conform less. That being true to yourself is part of changing who you are, can't it be? A further example is that as we change, one of the important things about changing is that it also helps society to progress. Now think about this. In the 1700s, slavery in America is the norm. Right? There are so many people who are simply morally okay with slavery, and today we recognize that that is absolutely atrocious. However, as we change ever so gradually throughout history, the individual people who change their attitudes about whether it's okay to own a human and force them to do labor, eventually we realize collectively, hey, maybe we shouldn't be enslaving people. Doesn't that sound like a great idea? And what comes out of that? The Emancipation Proclamation and the 13th Amendment. Now, granted, the 13th Amendment has had some of its controversies and problems, but even so, it has overall been a good thing to free slaves, hasn't it? I think we can all agree on that. Overall, as we change our opinions and we work on ourselves and try to become more caring as we change these hairstyles of humanity, things get better in society. So in conclusion, there may be something important to being yourself and not changing your hairstyle. But there's also something very important to it. Because if you change who you are, you better not only you as an individual, but you better the whole of humanity. Thank you.